If you are running Facebook ads, or really any ads for that matter, I recommend trying out these 3 things to help improve your ad performance. Usually you're overcomplicating things and you don't focus on the things that matter. So I want to go over 3 things that I recommend anyone running ads to try out. So let's get started. All right, Kevin Schrage here with Brand Arrow, and I'm going to help you understand what I consider the 3 most important things whenever you're running ads. It's probably not what you thought they would be. Typically when you're running ads, you overcomplicate things. You're focusing on ABO, CBO, budgeting, and different targeting, all these different things that sometimes don't if you don't focus on these 3 core things first. The first thing I want to talk about is copy. Copy is probably the most important thing that you need to focus on when you're running ads. Now, when you're thinking about copy, we're talking about writing sales copy for your ad. And whenever you're running Facebook ads, you have copy inside the post, you have the headline copy, and you'll even have copy within either the image that you're creating or even in the video that you create. That's all considered copy. And it is probably the most important thing whenever you're running ads. Without good copy, your ads will not perform. So what I recommend doing is, 1, if you don't know how to write sales copy, definitely go try to pick up some books on sales copy on how to write sales copy. There's a bunch of them out there. Cashvertising, copywriting secrets, persuasion, influence of psychology, persuasion is a really good book. These are all really good books to start picking up and reading whenever you're trying to write sales copy. Once you have some core understanding of how to write sales copy, start brainstorming, write a bunch of copy down, and then you need to start testing those on your Facebook ads. But don't stop at just writing 1 or 2 different variations of your copy. If you have a large budget, if you're trying to if you're trying to bring in a lot of leads and scale your campaigns, you need to do a lot of testing. So I highly recommend starting out with at least 5 to 10 different variations of your copy. Run a test on that copy to see if it works. Once you find a winner, don't stop there. Once you find the winner of those 10, make some variations of that one and do some more testing. So this part up front takes a lot of work, but I highly recommend doing this up front. That way you can start finding the winners and then bring down your ad cost tremendously just by fixing your copy. Whenever you're running Facebook ads and testing copy, all you need to do is find one image that performs well and write different copy for that one image. Just write 10 different variations of copy on that one image, run the test, see what performs the best, and then you can do some more variations after that. The second thing I would focus on is your creative. When I say creative, I mean your images or your videos inside your ad and on your post. So whenever you're doing creative testing, again, same thing. Once you find a copy that works really well, start thinking about creative that goes well with that copy. So once you run your test on all of your copy, take that copy, duplicate it, the ad like 10 times, and just try 10 different images. I use canva.com. This is not a promotion, but this is a software that I use that helps you do creative really quickly and really fast. They have tons of templates in there, so you can use some of their templates, or you can just start from scratch. Honestly, sometimes just using your face, you could use some stuff that's pointing, be very candid. If you're just using your face in a, very candid way, that typically performs well as too. Videos is a little bit more difficult to get right, but again, part of that is writing good copy, writing a good script for the video, and then recording the video. Again, you need to test this. It's much harder to test videos because it takes longer to produce them. But again, if you're doing videos, try to crank out 5 of them or even 10 of them and run tests on those videos to see which one performs the best. Now that you have great copy, you've got great creative, the third thing that I would focus on is your landing page. Now, if you have an ad that's performing really well, it's getting high click-through rates, people are actually engaging with it and going to take action, and if your landing page is not performing well, your conversion rates are low, it doesn't matter what you do with your ad itself. You're never gonna get good results if your landing page isn't converting well. Landing pages can be complicated. They can have a lot of different elements to it. But the core things that I would focus on is focus on what we call the hero section, that top section above the fold, the section that people see when they click on the ad. Focus on the headline. Focus on the call to action, very, very important. And whenever you're doing this, make sure you're using a landing page where you're only focused on one call to action. You're not overcomplicating things and confusing the users. So simplicity usually goes farther than trying to make a very complicated landing page. Obviously, you have those long form landing pages that serve well, but you need to make sure that that top section of the page is most important. So if you're not getting conversion rates, you know, I would say at the minimum 20%. We try to achieve 25 to 30% or higher. We've seen as high as even 50% on landing pages. But you want to get that conversion rate up on those landing pages to make sure that it's performing well. So if you have good copy with good creative and that ad is performing really well and you get good conversion rates in your landing page, you're going to drive down the cost of your ads tremendously, more than testing out tons of audiences and testing out, you know, ABO versus CBO, or testing different, you know, there's a lot of different strategies out there, but you'll find way more success if you have great copy, great creative, and a great landing page. And I'll give you another bonus tip. If you are running ads to get conversions or a purchase or a sale, make sure that you're running a conversion objective. If you're not running conversion objective, it doesn't matter what you do, the ads probably won't perform well. So when you're creating the ad, don't use traffic or brand awareness or any of those other objectives. Strictly use conversion objectives and you'll see a huge bump in your performance. If you want to get more marketing tips like this one, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on anything, and be sure to like the video. I'd appreciate it. Also, if you have any other ad tips or any tips you would have that help the ad performance, comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and I appreciate you for sticking around.